What's up guys, my name is Carl and welcome to Tech Hunter. So today I'm going to be doing a bit of a vlog style video. Now and then stuff kind of accumulates around here. I pick up some used hardware quite regularly, whether it's graphics cards, whether it's CPUs, motherboards, power supplies, whatever. If it's a good deal, I'll try and get my hands on it. Even if it's brand new and it's a good deal, I'll still try and get my hands on it and make the most of it. So today I've got a bit of a collection of stuff over here. We've got this motherboard combination thing, we've got a graphics card, and we've got a few other things. So let's get these things on the table and I'll quickly run you through everything that we've got here. How much each thing cost roughly. I'll put an actual price on the screen so you know exactly what I paid, and then we can kind of work out how much this PC is actually worth altogether and how well it performs for that price as well. A lot of this is stuff that's just going to be sat on the shelf, just accumulating, not really doing anything, and I just want to get rid of it. It's taking up space and I want it gone. And just before Christmas, I feel like it's going to be a nice cheap PC, perfect for somebody to start playing Fortnite and that kind of stuff, those kind of cheap basic games. So without further ado, let's chuck it on the table and see just what we're working with. Right guys, so we'll start with things on the right hand side, then we'll work our way over to the left. We've got a 22-inch IPS, never been opened LG 1080p monitor. I bought 3 of these for £150, so £50 each. They're usually about £90 to £100 brand new. I got 3 of them for £150, so I'm pretty happy with them. I gave one of them to my friend. I've got 2 still here, and that'll be kind of forming like an entire gaming setup, which will be nice. I also got another Kamikaze Pro. GameMax sent me 2 of these out. I'm not entirely sure why, but for me it's perfect. I've got a micro ATX motherboard and a micro ATX case just kind of sat around not really doing anything. So somebody's going to be getting an awesome case when they pick this PC up. It's got 4 RGB fans in there, tempered glass, great little case all around, and it has a fully mesh front panel. The funny thing is, this kind of CPU motherboard combination I've managed to pick up has a 4670K Intel i5 quad core, 16 gigs of RAM, and a H81 Asus motherboard. It came with this kind of GameMax cooler. As you can probably see, there's a bit of kind of dirt and dust on those fans, which we will give a clean first. The 4670K that is on there, I'm pretty sure we can't overclock it with the H81 motherboard. It would be nice if we could. I really can't remember, but I'm pretty sure it's either a Z series motherboard that we need to overclock on the 4th gen Intel stuff. The 240GB SSD, I picked it up for £20 on eBay. The GPU, I got that on Facebook Marketplace. This is a GTX 970. Great little card, 3.5 gigs of RAM. And then for the power supply, we've got an EVGA 500 watt 80 plus power supply. Fairly cheap, horrible, disgusting cables. But at the end of the day, it cost £25, so I bought 4 of them. And they were all on offer on scan. So I think overall, including the case, the monitor, this all kind of cost me around £350. Maybe, I can't really remember. I'll put all the prices on the screen. We'll have an actual idea, see how close I actually am. Basically, the plan is to put all of this inside there, include the monitor, and then probably get a keyboard and mouse brand new as well, just a cheap one off of Amazon for like £10-15 or whatever. And then we'll be able to have an entire gaming setup ready for somebody to put together. Right, so I'm going to put all of this inside that case, get everything ready, and then I'll bring you guys back along once everything is all set up, Windows is running, and then we can see just how well this PC manages to run games like Fortnite and Apex Legends and kind of general cheap and easy games which people are likely to play with this cheap and affordable PC. I'm probably not really going to film the entire build process. You'll just see a couple of clips here and there just to kind of get the idea of what I've actually been up to, and I'll bring you guys along to see what it looks like when it's all completed, and it looks really nice and sexy at the end. So, see you guys in a little while. Right guys, the build is complete. As you've just seen in that B-roll, you've seen everything's all plugged in and up and running. I do need to update the drivers, update the BIOS and all that stuff, install Windows and get that all good to go. Then I can start installing games, start giving this thing a little bit of kind of stress testing, make sure everything works. So anyway, I need to get this kind of tidied up. I've got a few more extra clips I've put on myself, which are these things here. Do come in handy, good for PC builds. Need to get the RGB running, get Fortnite on here, get it ready for a young and up and coming PC gamer, I'd imagine. And yeah, unfortunately that will have to wait for another day. It is Sunday evening, I've got stuff to do for tomorrow to get ready for work, so that will have to wait for another day. You'll probably see me in different clothes, different hair, different face, all that kind of stuff. So when we resume this video, yeah, you'll clearly know what's happened and that it's a different day. Right guys, everything is up and running. As you can see, the PC is making some noise behind me. It's lit up like a Christmas tree. We've got that RGB bling going. And currently we are stress testing using MSI Combustor, which is one of my preferred. It's so easy to install, quick. You can stress your CPU at 100% for as long as you want. And it's similar with the GPU, you can use Combustor to benchmark the GPU as well. Currently doing the CPU, we've got an overclock set in. Turns out you can overclock with this board. This Asus H81 board isn't really designed for overclocking. You can do it clearly because we're running at 4.2 GHz on all cores. But it doesn't have the capacity, I'd say, to keep that constant. So you will see it during the stress test, it goes from 4.2 down to the base clock of 3.4, then back up to 4.2 and back down again. And that is probably due to the kind of power limit of this motherboard. It's only got that 4-pin for the CPU, and VRM look basically non-existent. Well, they don't really look very beefy if I'm honest. And so yeah, stress tests, that can affect this, so where you can probably just about make out in the background. I'll bring you in for a little bit closer look. We can see we've got 4.2, and then again we're dropping down to 3.4. The CPU though is pretty happy at around 78 degrees maximum, fluctuating between the 60s and the 70s. Regards cooling, it's running perfectly fine. Regards temperatures, the motherboard on the other hand may not be up to the standards for doing this kind of thing for a long time. But regards gaming, which is pretty much what this is going to be used for, I think we should be okay. So I'm going to start downloading Fortnite, get that installed and see just how well that game's on here as well. I'll probably try some other kind of more lighter games like Overwatch and maybe CSGO. I know that they will play absolutely fine, but I'm curious to see just how well they play. We could go over and above and start trying games like maybe Assassin's Creed Origins or Red Dead Redemption, but I don't think that anybody's expecting to play those kind of games on a £300-ish PC. Right guys, so I've played a few games of Fortnite on this beast, and for the price that it costs, it performed really well. We had a kind of mix between medium and high settings with like the epic view distance, and we was hitting pretty much close to 140 FPS. On the lowest settings you could get it even higher if you're that way inclined, but I like things to have a little bit of a nice little look about them as well. I did try out Overwatch as well on the Ultra preset. I kind of averaged around 70 to 80 FPS, so that's pretty good as well. But the kind of main thing about this PC is the fact that it's pretty cheap. It looks pretty cool as well. It also stays pretty cool as well. But I'm also going to be coupling it with a keyboard as well, a keyboard and mouse combo. I picked that up on Black Friday for like 15 or 16 pounds. And then I'm also going to be chucking in this LG monitor as well. It's a 22-inch IPS panel, only 60 Hz, but it cost me around 40-50 pounds. So at the end of the day, it's a good starting monitor for somebody trying to get into PC gaming. And the good thing is this PC could eventually handle that kind of 144 Hz display eventually once they can maybe afford that. But for now, I think all this kind of package together will be a nice little bonus for somebody. Obviously I'm going to leave them all in the packaging. Brand new keyboard, brand new monitor still in box, and then yeah, they leave the side panel covered in the plastic. Just at least that way it all looks nice and clean, ready for its new owner. So all I need to do is a couple more Windows updates just to get things up and running for them. I'll leave Fortnite installed, but all my other games are on my external SSD anyway. So it'll just be a few more tweaks and then this thing is good to go to its new owner. Anyway guys, that is the end of the video. If you like this kind of stuff, feel free to click that like button, and if you decide my face hasn't offended you, don't forget to click that subscribe button down below and hit that bell icon so you can get notifications for as soon as these videos go live. Anyway guys, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.